Dun, 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 dun. We gotta do our own intro music. Dun, dun. There we go,
Man,
BB.
we got notification.
We got
I'm impressed.
notification. We got notification. Ooh.
Hello, Poppy. We're doing great. How about you?
My friend used to have a dog like that.
Which one?
Like that long, but not hairy. I guess they're hot dogs.
Yeah.
Alrighty, alrighty.
Merry Christmas Eve to everybody.
Heary all. Is that how they say that? Heary.
I wouldn't know.
In the 1700s, you don't watch movies?
Yeah.
Hear ye, hear ye all.
Okay.
For the four that are in the room, we are at the Colonial Park Cemetery, where we were last night outside of the fence, where we met Frank, where we seen Randy, where there was a little boy, where there was someone with no name holding on to BB's hand, where the word Mr. Whiting was specifically said. Colonial Park is the oldest intact municipal cemetery, established in 1750, now a historic park located in the heart of historic district. It is known for its rich histories, notable burials, beautiful shaded grounds, draped Spanish moss. The cemetery is the final resting spot for Button Gwinnett, a signer of the Declaration of Independence, Major General Lachlan McIntosh with MC. Massive grave. There are 700 victims of the 1820 yellow fever epidemic that swept this city are buried here. Dueling grounds in 1740 to 1877, this area also served as a city dueling grounds, which conveniently meant the loser. Oh my gosh. You remember something?
What, the oral?
No. Remember last night, okay? Remember words that were said. This was dueling grounds. What was one of the words that said? I died by a sword fight.
Oh. Yeah. That would, no. Dueling was also sword and.
Yeah, remember? I died by the sword.
Yeah.
So they would duel here and they would just bury you. Last night, one of the words were dueling. I mean, they died by a sword. See, now it's starting to make, so those for you who were on last night, it's starting to make sense why some words were coming out and we didn't understand it. As we're learning today more in depth of this park. After the Union troops occupied Savannah in December 1864, they used the cemetery as a camp as well. Soldiers are alleged damaging headstones and altering dates. So some of these headstones were messed with. These headstones were here, the bodies were here, and they were still using this as a campsite. Haunted reputation due to the age and the history of unmarked moved graves. So now we have graves that have been disturbed. Considered one of Savannah's most haunted locations, often featured on ghost tours. And BB, today you have the electric energy.
Yeah, I have the.
Okay. Are we going to go with the spirit talker?
I mean, you can. You're
Or
going to be doing both of those.
do you want to do the electric energy?
Not the one that has the weird sound to it.
No. What you have.
Yeah, I'm going to do this one. You
Yeah.
can also do the spirit talker.
Okay, but before I start the spirit talker, I am going to do a quick scan on the SLS monitor just to see. You just never know. Just to see. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now. There was somebody laying right here next to you. Literally, if you're even looking, if you move back, you're literally standing on him, dude.
Well, he'll be all right.
He's literally right
Attached
there.
to me.
If I move it in a certain way, I mean, this dude is literally laying across the 3 stones right there.
It's Christmas Eve. He ain't got much to do.
Do you see it? And it looks like he's laying on his butt with his hands up and his knees up. So kind of like laying straight out, with your hands to the back like that. You hear the horns of the boat.
River boats.
There's someone in between those 2 headstones, as you can see, that is literally standing right there. That's just BB. That's nobody's. I mean, that's BB, but
Ain't nobody important.
no, but it looks like possibly someone is climbing in your
Backpack.
Yes, it's a person with shoulders and feet. Because you can see your body. That's not BB. I mean, that's BB right there. But there was something dancing around. Okay, we have someone located back there in the corner. And someone back there in the corner. I think the one by the tree, by the pole, might be something, but it could be that pole. But again, when it detects shoulders and hips, not a tree or anything can do that. I mean, that has to be detected. Because you can see it, like when I'm here with BB, if you look, you see how it detects the eyes, the shoulders, her elbows, her hips, her knees. Remember, that is what that is detecting. Now, yes, sometimes something you can put to it, it can almost detect. But when you have a full shoulder with hips, like this right here, you see how it's looked like it's sitting its butt on that big one right here? See, that's my foot. But if you see, it comes up to my knee. So that can be suspicious. But how does that predict a shoulder? I don't know. But then again, see how it moved in with me? But right here, and he's gone. So that sucker might be on my leg. Because now he's not there. When I put my foot out, it looked like there was a body there. BB, you want to see if there's any energy? Or do you want to go straight to the spirit box? Lead me to where you want to go to. Do you want to go to the back of the wall where all those headstones and stuff?
Yeah, back of the wall.
All right. So let's get moving, guys.
Happy Christmas Eve, Shell.
Happy Christmas. Let's get the spirit talker going. Oh, no. I hit the wrong one. I almost hit the Ouija board.
Ain't doing that.
No, Ouija board's for nighttime. And here we go. The spirit talker is activated, guys. Merry Christmas,
This
everybody.
Right here is so old, and I noticed they are putting things around the ones that no longer have writing on them that it's not visible to see. That one is so old that you can't. I can make out an A and an R and a C. It could be Archibald for all the hell I know. But you really can't make it out. So where's my little reader?
So possibly it could say dedicated, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
Is
something stirs.
Oh, something stirs.
I just put this on.
There you go. The thing just went on and it just said something stirs.
2 men here.
2 men are here. So there you go, BB. That answers that question there.
Very
So
possible.
possibly that there's 2 men here. I mean, I'm getting something. It's really hard to
I
detect.
screamed.
Oh, they screamed. But I'm trying to see. It's really weird.
I was an earl.
Oh, another Earl. But what I'm trying to see here is you can vaguely see there. And I don't know if that looks like 2 names on there or what, but
I don't know.
alrighty. Now along the wall are some headstones that had been knocked down. If I remember, the last time we were here was years ago. They put the headstones on the walls because, again, a lot of these headstones were knocked down, were removed, were rewritten. So the ones probably they couldn't find the bodies to, they put them all on the wall there. So they are
And
in
also,
here.
you have to remember, back in those days, we didn't have coffins that we have today. They were either made of lead or they were made of wood. And the majority of them in the States were not made of lead. They were made of wood. So if these people have died in 16 or 1700s, even 1800s, with the hurricanes and everything that we get in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, North and South Carolina, it's easy in time. Even granite is going to break. So they found them, probably tried to dig it up to find the body. There's nothing there because it's disintegrated. It's just common sense. So what they did was they took the grave headstones and they have put them along the wall. They mounted them on the wall. So at least the people will not be forgotten.
Okay, hang on 1 second. Why are the headstones along the wall at the Colonial Cemetery in Savannah?
The headstones are lined up along the wall because they were moved during park renovations and the Civil War. This provided a way to keep the markers together after being displaced or damaged. Some also suggest Union soldiers moved the stones as mischief.
There's your answer, just like what BB said. So when you see those headstones on the walls, again, them people are in here. Where? Nobody knows.
Right.
Alrighty, BB.
Good morning, Kevo. Morning, guys. Be cooking and listening. Wow. Merry Christmas Eve, Kevo. All right, this is going to be hard to see in the sun.
All right, well, let's get her in the shade.
I'm not worried about the shade.
You just worry about any light.
Okay.
Is there anybody here that would like to speak to us? Please speak into the Spirit Talker or touch BB's device.
Frustration.
Oh, frustration. Okay. Why are you frustrated?
Do you have to have it that loud?
What's that? This here?
Yeah.
Why? You don't want it loud?
It just seems because it's fine. It just seems like with it being that loud, it's more echoey.
Oh, okay.
To
Well,
me.
I'll lower it.
Guys,
Oh, there you go.
Does it seem like it's echoing to you
Well,
when it's up high?
frustrated. That's you. It's depicting you, that you're frustrated. Okay.
Okay.
All right, BB, stop giving out negative energy. Stop giving out negative energy.
Okay, here we go.
It feels your frustration. I've lowered it a little.
Okay, just because it just sounds like it's echoey,
That's all right.
and my head's killing me, and that.
Look at that. Keep going. See?
Okay, here we go.
Basically, the spirit got to be a man because he's telling you as a woman, keep going. Stop running your mouth. Keep going. Okay.
William.
Look at your light thing there.
It's nothing.
Nothing? Okay. Are we headed in the right direction?
He doesn't like you.
He doesn't like you. Okay. Let's get out of here. He doesn't like you. Is there someone here that does like us? Is there a male or a female here? Oh, wow.
But
Tell me, is that a picture? Or am I just seeing things?
no, no,
You
it's
sure?
a picture.
But look at that. That looks like a head. Right there. Right there looks like a face sideways.
That is a picture. It's a picture of this.
And I guess what they're trying to show you is that here there is a face. And I
Okay.
bet you someone left that there, but we don't know. So this picture was taken, and there is literally a face to the right of it.
You're surrounded by love.
You're surrounded by love, BB. Okay. Thank you. Is the person that's saying we're surrounded by love in this photo right here as we speak? And you could tell because if you see this here, is this. But if you see where the optimism, okay. If you see where the eyes are here in this photo, there is no markings to distribute an eye or a nose there. Because if you look at that and you look at that, that is literally a sideways face. Phoebe, can you see if there's any energy up on that wall? Because she says optimism. If the person is in the photo, can you touch BB's device?
There's no energy.
Put it up to that crack up there, the crack. Hang on. If you're in that photo, can you touch the device, please? Okay.
I was religious.
Oh, they were religious.
You
Okay.
can turn that up a little bit because I can barely hear it now.
As the bells are ringing in Savannah. And as soon as it says I'm religious, the bells ring. I know the bells ring because of the time, but that's kind of creepy that it says I'm religious and all the bells are ringing. One of the bells that are ringing is that big white St. John's Basilica church that we showed you last night. Now, this person that states they're religious, do the bells send you some kind of signal?
This isn't going to work today.
Just relax, baby. Be patient with it. I mean, we are getting hits on the spirit talker, so.
Well, you may
No.
get hit on one and not another.
Now, there is a bowl here that is something looked like it was lit in there and someone left a sneaker. The leaves around it are burnt. Now, what does this tell me? Can this tell?
Powerful.
It is the bells are powerful? Or is something here becoming powerful? Because it does look like, if you see there, someone is burning something in that bowl. So it makes you wonder, and there is something here, like a piece of cardboard with a ribbon. So, is someone doing something religious there? I don't know. Is that what you're talking about, being powerful? And again, these are the headstones that were moved here. Is there anyone that is here that their headstone is placed here that would like to say something to us? And keep an eye on anything that says Mr. Whiting, baby.
Yeah.
Another thing, war, no matter what side you are on, okay, should not be, how can I say, should not be judged. Because just because you say you're an American and we're having war with another country, that we're right and they're wrong. Because, and dog. I mean, people do, that bell is loud as hell, baby. Now, yes, you're allowed to walk your dog here as long as they're on a leash. But I just want to tell people, just because you think one side is right or wrong, it doesn't matter. Because again, we believe the Union soldiers were the ones that freed the slaves. But look what the Union soldiers were doing to the headstones back then. Okay, they were changing dates, they were switching them, they were knocking them down. So never judge anyone on whatever side of a war, because everyone always thinks they're right. That's all I want to say. And that bell is hitting hard. And it's hitting long. All right, it did mention dog, baby. So maybe you might see some dog prints here, dog poo.
I'm sure we'll see some dog food.
And again, just because the Confederates we think are bad soldiers, again, look what the Union was doing to these people here in the time of war. So. Nora. All right, Nora. Can you touch BB's device, Nora? Oh, she put it away? Are you the one that is speaking to me? Renewal. Well, baby, you want to hold this?
Hold what?
This then? Because it says Nora and renewal.
Skull.
What did that say?
Skull.
Skull, like a SKULL?
Yes.
Hang on. Here. I'm trying to see if there's any headstones here, because sometimes back then they used to have different designs on them. What did it say?
Please move back, because I'm in front of this one.
Okay. So if we move back, and it is hard to read this, man. It is hard. But I know it says 1819 here. At this spot, it told BB to move back. Is this marble or cement?
Marble.
These are marble?
Those are marble.
It's crazy how the... What'd it say?
Lie.
Lie?
Because they didn't do concrete back then. It's either granite or it's marble.
Because it's weird that the words would...
Well, in granite or marble, it will last long. This looks marble.
What is there someone lying? Are we lying? Why would you say lie? And you notice back then, there were more... Yes, we are recording.
Well, it's a modern ghost then, because back then they didn't know what
Yeah.
recording was.
It said, are you recording? We are live. But I'm saying back then, if you see the detail of a headstone and you notice it's more explained on how to trace your family roots. It says Moses. That looks like Himmer of Poly something, Mass. Must be in Massachusetts. Son of Joseph Warner of Northern Plain, Mass, who died in this place December 27th, age 27 years. Very more detailed back then in there.
You really need to be careful stepping around that stuff like that.
Why? What's in there?
Because there could be snakes in there.
Is there a problem with us recording?
Child.
Child, okay. What happened? Here.
Nightmare.
Nightmare? Child.
I thought this was a normal video, not a live laughing out loud. Poppy, I'm doing fine, BB. Sorry, couldn't answer you. My phone rang. That's okay.
I wonder.
I can see a face in that picture. What picture?
That was that picture back there.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to figure out if this is a child here.
That looks like it could be a child stone because it's so small. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything because it could be broken half for all we know.
Looked like there's a possibility there was something there and it was cut down.
Or broke off, yes.
But this, again, this stone is placed here, held up by cinder blocks. This does not belong here. Oh my gosh.
What?
3 years old and 4 months, right here.
Yeah, that's a child.
It looks like it might say William Gizzo something.
Something.
They locked you away? Is this a soldier now we're talking to?
Well, not the 3-year-old.
No, I'm just saying. You never know. A 3-year-old. You get some messed up parents.
Oh, that's true.
They will lock you away.
There was a few.
And remember, this was the 1700s, you know.
Yeah,
Humans were just still learning on how to be civil with each other. There was no process of teaching like there is today. Like sometimes there shouldn't be an excuse, but
well, you do what you're taught.
now this is another thing that we noticed that in was it Charleston? Remember this right here. You see the design. I'm going to try to get it closer, but you see the designs on here, the headstones. Sometimes there would be faces in here with wings. Each of those designs mean...
There's a meaning behind them.
Yeah.
This is showing like a weeping willow.
In an urn.
Weeping around the urn, yes.
Urn, so.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we don't specifically know. We have 2 swords right here, facing left and right, with an arrow. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that possibly could be an all-seeing eye. But you notice as 3, 6, 7, 8, and it's all 8, 8, 8, 8.
And usually there's meanings behind those.
Yes. So
it's not just done randomly.
And this person here, if someone wants to look it up, anybody, they said.
Just like this one here, it looks like a
Levy wrist.
Well, let's talk.
It said, let's talk?
Yeah.
February 23rd, 1819, and 35 years age of his age. So if someone wants to look him up, he is right here in the Colonial Cemetery Park in Savannah. But his headstone lies here, but his body does not lie here. So now the thing said, let's talk.
This here is another weeping willow with an urn. Last name is Duns. Or Dunk. Is that D-U-N? Yeah, it's D-U-N-N.
Yeah, D-U-N-N. Done.
This was a Mason. Yeah, I bet you are.
What did it say?
They're dead inside. That's a Mason.
That's a Mason right there. The who? Oh, yeah.
It knocked out. It also went by how much money they had too. Like this is a very narrow stone. This could be a military stone. Because military headstones were not very big. They were just basically a marker with your name, the date you were born, date you died. Nothing elaborate. This is marble.
Okay, so these are marble.
Joan, are you on the wall?
My name is Joan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anna, Mary. We have a Patrick O'Brien. Well, they really switched that name up, didn't they?
No, Byron.
Oh.
Byron.
And I think that's the end of the walls. Now, what I want to see is granite.
Let me see that thing real quick.
What thing?
The energy.
Go for it.
Alrighty. This is what you would consider a mausoleum. A family mausoleum. Melika Caroline. Let's see.
It's really me.
Oh, it's really you? Okay. Well, Amelia Caroline, wife of Baldwin, born Phoebe? Can't understand that, but there's Baldwin right there. So the wife is in here, and there's nobody in there.
Well, there's for three, and I see three names.
Oh, Lisa Caroline, Loanne Baldwin.
Amelia.
Okay, there's a bunch there, yeah.
Lisa, Lomi, and then that could be the Lomi, Baldwin, and Bry.
If you are here, can you throw some energy towards this meter?
She will harm you.
Oh, she will harm me? Okay.
Scratch.
Scratch? I mean, I feel like scratching my elbow. I feel itchy. Maybe that's that, but is there anyone here that would like to touch this device that is inside here? And again, we do want to let you know. Hang on. I really do got to scratch my elbow. Not every time you're going to always find spirits wandering around or energy wandering around.
Yeah, because if you're finding them out all the time, then somebody's making that shit up.
Yeah. I mean, not.
Feel me, can't you?
What did it say?
You can feel me, can't you? No, I really can't. Not today.
Other than there's a light breeze that's picking up just a little bit as the trees are moving. You see the little things are moving, but I really don't feel that. Can you touch this device? Because we can't feel you. But if you touch this device, we know you're here. nothing. What did it say?
On last day.
Try to stand by me a little bit so we can hear that as well. Now we can walk in there if we want to.
I'm not going in there.
Why, you scared?
No, I'm not.
Because it
scared.
says don't be scared.
I want to try to make it to the other.
Under the floor.
Yeah, they are under the floor.
Yes, they are. Don't be scared, it said. Go in there. What are you scared of? See, you're taking a gamble. It says gamble. Gamble in life. But the...
I'm coming in here and I...
And what?
Well, they're leaving money on it, so somebody from that...
Someone that has to be very close to leave a quarter, because a quarter is significant to...
That's usually lineage. They're from the family lineage. Somehow, some way.
Or they've served with them. Or their family.
Right. Quarters usually mean military.
And there are flowers
Child.
being left here.
Can't see the last date. As small as this is, it's got to be a child.
Eugene.
I'm not seeing Eugene. I'm seeing George.
And you can see that that people that do come a lot, they are wiping the names, because I've noticed that too. A lot of lines there in the white mark.
And they've redone these tops. That looks like Samuel. I think S-M. I don't know if that's a U. It looks like an E. S-M. Looks like a C. I don't know.
And to be honest with you, we don't know what else would have been...
Evelyn?
Evelyn? We don't know what would have been behind that wall.
Not back in those days, no.
No. We would have not known, but...
Let me go see with this one, because it's a little bit flatter still. See, there's probably somebody there. See, this is like the one in Charlotte.
And that did say many lives were lost.
Yes. Wings. This is an angel with the face and then the wings. This stone is erected to the memory of Hope, Trey and Joseph Throwbird of New Haven in Connecticut. Citizen much respected for probability and integrity. He influenced a long decline of health with ornamental and refrigeration, having maintained everence for the principles and maximus of the something religion, died in the good hope of future. I can't read it. Through the merits of the Redeemer.
Alrighty, we have a Mildred. Katrina says, I don't know about baby ages and diapers. She's too early to potty train, Katrina.
Way too early.
Way too early to potty train.
Another year. 18 to 24 months is when you potty train. That tree don't look too good there.
No, but
Hi.
this tree looks like it has a coconut going through it. That's a palm tree.
Alright, I want to start moving down that way. Don't get to there, over there.
Someone's laying a lot of pieces of roses on every headstone
That's
here.
what I'm saying.
So there must be a group or something that goes around.
He wants to talk.
Who wants to talk?
Well, go ahead and talk. We're listening.
I wanted to see that sign when you make a right.
I want to see the one over here.
Jesus
and the one
Christ,
over
it
there.
feels like something is in me.
Oh, you got tag-alongs. All right, hold on to
I'm
this.
friggin' itching.
That's why. Hold your arm out. It's because they're inside your shirt. Poking you.
That's why they said itching. Who wants to talk to us?
You got it all over your clothes.
Seriously?
Yeah. Hold down your pants, inside your shirt. That's why you need to watch what you're doing when you're doing it. Jesus. Did you roll on the ground? I mean, for Christ's sake already. Jesus.
Katrina's trying for baby number 3. She just had baby number 1. She's gonna be 80 years old. By the time kids in 5th grade.
Morris.
Yeah, we're gonna
Morris,
see that
that's
one.
who it is, Morris.
All right.
Morris wants to talk.
Oh, good. We'll talk to Morris once we find it.
Okay, hang on one second. I just want to go here and see the sign I said. This was the sign last night that I wanted to see. All right, that's the Great Epidemic Fever. Okay, that's what I was talking about before. Okay. Including 2 local physicians lost their life.
Yeah.
Okay.
And their families also lost their lives because they treated them in their home. But back then, they didn't know what they were dealing with.
Fatal.
Fatal, yes.
There you go. Nathaniel Greene, Major General.
One of Washington's
Continental
brilliant
Army.
general. Wow.
John Maitland, Lieutenant Colonel, 71st Regiment of Scotchfoot. This tomb known as the Graham Vault.
Oh,
Possess-
Julie's trying to have a 3rd baby.
Oh, good luck with that.
Jesus Christ.
After
Hell
some age,
no.
you're supposed to stop.
Hell no.
Aha!
What?
There's your Earl. All right, just back up.
Okay.
Having been the burial place of 2 heroes.
Carl.
of the Revolutionary War, one Colonel John Matten of Lander, Scotland, son of the 6th Earl of Lauderdale, won wide acclaim for his feat in bringing 800 Highlanders as in troops by water from Bedford to Savannah in September 1779. That's where your Earl kept being said.
And it was saying it again now as well as last night. So there's the Earl. That was said last night.
Lieutenant Colonel John Maitland.
What did it say?
Hear the footsteps, because they were foot warriors. Scotch foot.
Yeah.
Maitland died at Savannah on October 26, 1779, shortly after siege was raised. The British hero was buried in the vault of the loyalist Lieutenant Governor John Graham. And he was apparently removed later to another burial place.
Maybe Katrina will have a baby to give up for adoption.
I like the forest.
Yes.
Well, honey, if you were a Highlander, you like the forest.
Yeah, Julie wants to adopt kids, possibility. Katrina can carry the egg for Julie. The Graham Vault. Here rested in 114 years the remains of Major John Green, born in Rhode Island.
Katrina said, "Oh my God, no."
Yeah, Katrina. Julie's husband can go to the sperm bank. They can get your egg, Julie's egg, and Julie's husband's sperm, mix it together and put it inside of you. And then when you have the baby, you can give it to her to adopt. Come on, Katrina. You have a young womb. Alrighty, any more Earls here?
No.
From New Jersey. He was a judge in New Jersey. And you can see this sign. You can see that this was repainted. King promised 18th judge, college, criminal age. A few months later, I'm trying to see if there's any words here that say doctor. Because again, doctors were barbers back in this time. It's not.
There's your duel.
And again,
followed McIntosh of the North Carolina troops at the Valley of Forge.
And again, there was a sword fight in a duel. The word I died by sword, or I was in a sword fight. They used to hold, whoever wasn't on here earlier, they would hold duels, sword fights here. So that way when the person died, they didn't have far to walk to bury him. That is part of the history of this. That's why we were getting the word sword. When the person died by sword, we don't know who.
Tradition.
And it was a tradition to duel here.
Yeah, well, they did it by sword, and then when the guns started coming, they also did it by a pistol.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that explains your dueling right there. So that is what it is.
Katrina all set. She's doing March.
She's doing March?
No. Julie found someone to give her a baby to adopt.
I can't be bothered with all that.
Nah, I'm too old to raise kids. I mean, unless if I was Hugh Hefner with $1 billion.
Even at that age, I couldn't be bothered.
Well, at that age, you wouldn't be bothered because you have $1 billion. So it wouldn't matter.
Technically, you're not raising a kid.
No. No, who said you had to? It's about money. If you got money, you can think.
right, Joseph Clay Patriots. As a native of Yorkshire, all right, so you already know this one's coming from England, or about Joseph Clay, 1741.
Silence.
I can't be silenced right now. Settled at Savannah at the age of 19. His uncle James Habersham declared that his industry was highly commendable and his abilities for trade unquestionable. Fulfilling his early promise, Clay persuaded in Georgia as a
Calm.
myrtile and rice planter.
Yes, we are calm. So that's where you get Habersham, but there's James Habersham is right over there.
Yeah.
So that's where you get Habersham.
Jr.
Right, that's where you'll get Habersham Drive Street over here in Savannah. And a lot of these, again, were repainted.
There's your Association of George Whitfield and a leading merchant planter and public servant. There's your Whitfield or Whitefield.
Where?
Boy.
There you go. Mr. Whitefield last night. Remember Mr. Whitefield last night? Reverend Whitefield. And again, we are coming here today during the day, not only to see if we can pull some spirits, but we are here to see the words and the meanings from last night because we weren't allowed in here. So there is going to be a Mr. Whitefield in here. And it did state it Mr. Whitefield after Frank.
Okay.
So.
And though he disapproved Parliament's Oppressions Act,
Lucifer.
Habersham, yeah, we already
Lucifer.
know that. Remained firmly loyal to the crown. Respected.
Sir James Wright.
Yep.
So things are starting to add up as we are over here. Now this thing says Lucifer. That's not a good sign.
All right. The three Habersham brothers. Is that what it says on that side?
Yes, it says the same thing.
All right, good. Well, this is not in the sun. Who here rests beside their distinguished father?
This was the cemetery we were at yesterday. We started over there and we wound it up here.
Yeah.
This was where the little boy was. This is where a big person was. Frank and Whitfield were over there. Okay, BB. And it says Lucifer, now it's saying Satan.
Yeah.
So
they're usually around when war is about.
okay. This
All right.
guy was taken twice in the prisoner. And he was a mayor of Savannah.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a postmaster general.
Well, one of the sons, because there was three of them.
And like it was saying a lot about earls, like I'm Earl. Well, like BB said, Earl means wealth.
That's high in the monarchy. You've got kings, you've got lords, you've got dukes, then you've got earls.
And if you've seen over there, it said that was the 6th Earl of the 6th Earl
Of Scotland.
Right. So possibilities, they may not be words. What did it say?
Evelyn.
It may not be words that are going to pop up here, but again, right, Earl, they're popping up on these big signs, but those could be written anywhere in the cemetery. But we are catching a lot of
The more
the
we
meaning.
do it, the more we kind
Right.
of get the idea.
Right. If we came in here all the time and we knew the history of every place we
See, like,
went to.
This is Joseph Habersham, 1751 to 1850. This is the third son of John Habersham.
And then you could see the cross within the crown is a meaning. And it says,
Faithful.
behold, or
Faithful.
I'm trying to read this
Behold.
here. No, that's a T.
Okay.
Brilliant.
T-T-H-O-U. Something B, something, T-H-O-U.
Faithful unto the dying. So that may have something to, that's probably a meaning for their cross. He could have been the Church of England, you know.
But again, like I said, if we knew all the history here and everything, like the ghost tours do.
I remember some of it from the last time we were here, and we did a big video on it. But when you're not here for a long time, you begin to forget.
Yeah, because we're doing other things. And again, like I said, like the ghost storytellers here on the ghost tours, they know the history in and out. So for them to come in here with a device, it's easy for them to tell signs of words. So we came here today to see what those words had meanings. And, you know, is there a right in here? What does Earl mean? And we're starting to find all these things.
This is no time to talk of moderation in the present instance is seized to be a virtue. Foremost among Georgia's revolutionary patriots stood Archibald Bullock, whose remains rest in this vault. And early in stout advocate of America.
My life.
All right.
I'm sure it did. Mr. Bullock became the first president and commander-in-chief of Georgia, an office he ably filled until the loss was a severe blow to the revolutionary cause in Georgia. As
Goodbye for now.
goodbye for now.
And here,
Theodore Roosevelt was the great-great-grandson of the Georgia Patriot. Oh, wow.
and it said a bullet took my life.
Right.
Okay, we're going to go right. It says a bullet took my life, and this person died in a revolutionary cause. So there you go.
Just imagine. Teddy Roosevelt
A
was
bullet
the great-great-grandson
of this guy here. So now that all makes sense. Now to the right would be that plaque right there.
Miller.
That would be the right here would be this plaque. All right, this is Button Gwinnett.
He's one of the signers of the Declarations of the Independence. President of Georgia, whose remains buried in the cemetery are believed to lie entombed here under, was erected by the Savannah Chatham County Historic Site and Monuments Commission. Cool.
Yeah, like I said, this is in the 1700s, if you had watched earlier, this place was used as a camp place for the Union soldiers, dueling matches. There was a plague that was here, that there is a mass grave here. So yes, this is a...
I'm going to go check out those two.
Let's go.
And then I want to do...
I'm following you. And
A boy was killed.
a boy was killed, yes. And we met that boy last night.
Because they may have mentioned Miller, but I'm not seeing that.
I didn't get to 25 minutes. I thought the video was not alive. Yeah, you got to go in the beginning. I explained everything there.
First newspaper publisher and printer.
And I know you weren't here in the first 25 minutes, but that's what I was explaining. All the headstones along the wall, when the Union soldiers were here, they used to change names on it, change the dates. They were moving headstones around. They were knocking them down. That's why all those headstones are on the wall, because they can't find those people where they would be located in the ground. And some dates are incorrect and some names are wrong because of the Union soldiers. That's what I was explaining. We can be mad at the Confederates all you want. They felt they were right, and the Union soldiers felt they were right. When America goes to war, we feel we are right. When Russia goes to war, they feel they are right. When China goes to war or any country goes to war, we always look negative. But in their eyes, they feel they are correct. 13?
Mm-hmm.
So look for the number 13. All I was just trying to say is never put any soldier down that has to defend their own country or their cause. Because you can see what the Union soldiers do, that we're all happy. Oh, they freed the slaves. The Union soldiers are the best. But how can the best ruin headstones, change dates on them, desecrate this whole cemetery? Because they used this as where they were camping. They would stage here. So not only are they sleeping in the cemetery, they're destroying the cemetery. So for us to say one side is better than another when it comes to military, you shouldn't really choose sides. You should respect anyone that was in any battle, give them in the props, because again, when you go to battle, you always think you're on the right side. And this was a duelist grave. Again, last night, when someone said that they were dead by the sword, this shows here that
They
there
were
was
shot by a bullet.
yes, or there was dueling swords here before bullets came along. Yeah, we decided to come here instead of the Bonneville Cemetery because the Bonneville Cemetery has become really more of a tourist attraction. There's a lot of people there. There's a lot of groups walking around and everything.
I'm here.
Over here, it's not really a tourist attraction other than walking at nighttime and doing tours. This is more of a historic attraction here. A lot of people here are the locals that walk their dogs, just walk through here.
Terror.
Yes, there's plenty of terror in this. And again, a lot of people that do come through here, they're here reading this part of the history.
Hundreds died here.
Yes, hundreds did. And,
Yeah, it was used as a battlefield.
and thousands. There was none, no one.
He was the first
Wrong.
official, Georgia's first official historian, which that is cool.
And he was born in Dublin, Ireland.
Mm-hmm. God bless him.
And if you notice, a lot of the street name, Andrea, a lot of the street names here are named after some of these peoples that we're saying.
Mm-hmm. Promoter of the first transoceanic steamship, William Scarborough.
Truly says, I feel like I'm back in high school in history class. The only good thing about when we go out and travel, and
He also entertained President James Monroe as a house guest in 1819.
and going to school, the difference is I didn't pay attention in school.
It ain't this fun in school.
Right. When you come out here and you see history and read history and touch history, like when we went to Martin Luther King's place where he's buried, we went to his birthplace. I've learned so much. When we went to Charleston's to find out there was a black slave owner over there, and he was the worst of, even worse than a white slave owner on how he treated his slaves. You have no plans?
I have no plans either, love.
We've even learned too that the word Uncle Tom in the black community, the word people use Uncle Tom as an insult to find, because they accused the waiters that worked inside the house were tattletales, and to find out that the reason they were nicknamed Uncle Tom was from the workers outside. It was the workers that were telling on the slaves that were escaping, thinking that their master would give them something. The people that worked in the house that they call Uncle Tom, them people, when they had extra scraps, they gave it to the people
Outside.
that were living outside. They gave it to the slaves. The Uncle Toms were the ones that kept the secrets of all the escapes.
Basically, it's the old time Karens.
Yeah. So basically, what we're told to hear, you're an Uncle Tom. No, an Uncle Tom, he wasn't what they want us to believe. The person that worked in the house, he was the one that was helping the slaves get free. He was the one sneaking them extra scraps. It was the ones that were out there working the field. They were the tattletales because, again, they thought if they told on somebody that the master would treat them right, but the master would just still beat the hell out of them. So, just like I said, when you learn it, when you're out here,
believe everything you read in school.
And then when we learned that in Charleston, there was a black slave owner, and he was the worst slave owner. He beat his slaves worse than the white man did. It just,
Yes, they do.
it just makes you, like I said, when someone tells you something,
Stop and think
don't look,
about it.
don't go to
and do your-
Facebook
And
and do your research. Do your own dang research.
Walls hold secrets. Yes, they do.
Yep. Walt.
Team, yes.
And you know what?
Hugh McCall was buried here. Was the author of the very first history of Georgia.
It says Walt's whole secret, but look at that plaque right there that's on a wall. I wonder if there's a secret on there.
Oh, Millens.
There you go. Millen.
Yeah, it's Rosanna Millen, wife of John Millen, who departed his wife in the 58 years of her age. The stone tells where repose and reminding of John Mullins, who departed.
No. This stone tells where
Repose.
the remains of John. And what did that thing just say?
Walls tell hide secrets.
And there you go.
Wait, I gotta go back this way.
And
Over
here's
here.
a wall with a headstone that's telling secrets.
She slept in Jesus. She shall walk again with joy at the resurrection.
I mean, there's a lot of other history stuff we learned too, so. You always say you learn something every day there, right? Who knew they didn't even know that they were there until
There was a lot of that going on.
punishment? Until you were there. Yeah, other things we learned too is that the Republican Party was started by black people and the Democratic Party was started by the KKK. The man scares me.
You scare her.
I don't mean to scare you.
Beneath the modest
maybe
I
this.
came from a dark place.
I'm sure you did. It was dark
Maybe this
times.
man scares her.
Beneath the modest slab rests the remains of America's foremost painter of miniatures. Melbourne, a native of Rhode Island, began his career in Providence at the age of 17. He pursued his calling in Boston, New York, Philadelphia, Charleston, and in London, England.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So this is the man that invented miniatures.
Painted them.
That's a new headstone on this one. So that they must have found somebody.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
new.
Who was killed by a fall from Hartford in the third.
She was 13 years, 11 months, and 15 days.
And that thing said 13.
Yeah.
And here we go. Hannon Morrill
Hannah
died.
Morrill.
Don't mess with him.
Okay. 13 years old. And the thing did say 13.
Yep. If you walk around enough, they'll lead you by the hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I think there was one back that way.
Possibly
I'm feeling tired.
you're feeling tired. Okay.
You can always take a nap.
Is there another energy that would like to take this person's place and speak to us? You're more than welcome to use the device in BB's hand. Another thing too that we learned too is that nursery.
Okay.
They said they're nasty.
Yeah, I can be nasty too.
Another thing we learned too, that nursery rhymes are not.
They have hidden meaning.
They have, as a matter of fact, nursery rhymes words were changed because those nursery rhymes were racist. I'm gonna say
No, well,
they were against the
say-
black people.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also, the nursery rhymes also refer to plagues, like ashes, ring around the rosy.
Right. That's like cursing or.
No, that refers to the black plague.
Oh, okay.
But everyone thinks it's a children's.
Right.
If you really look into it, be careful. Just look them up too.
Like the no more monkeys jumping on the bed.
Right.
That was against black people.
Right.
Ring around the rosy. That was, like BB said, to the plague. Hickory dickory dock. And again, words were changed.
Right.
And you would be surprised what words were there. And they weren't nice words.
Right. Yeah.
So that you can find all over YouTube.
You want to say Mickintosh?
Mcintosh, the dude
Pains
Mcintosh
in my
wrote.
chest.
Pains in your chest. Okay. Let's see if anyone here had pain in their chest. Oh. His military career, American Revolution, in which he shed his blood defending Georgia's borders.
Terminated with his capture with Charlestown fell in 1780. See, and here's another thing. What's that say?
Macintosh, like I told you. And you're trying to tell me that's Macintosh. It's
Because
spelled
they
different.
changed the way the spelling.
And I said it has to have an A, like McDonald's.
See, it used to be right. They used to, but
Right.
actually, when the Irish came, they had to drop all of this because as soon as Americans seen it, they were already considered lazy, drunks.
Yeah, the Irish were the...
That's why they don't no longer have their accent from this generation because they were looked down. Nobody would hire them.
No.
So you got to do what you got to do to take care of your family.
Yeah. I mean, Irish people were also used as slaves as well.
Sure the
and
hell were.
I can't remember if it was in Pennsylvania or somewhere. There is a road where they were building a train. And when the Irish slaves would die, they would bury there. And there is a mound that the road goes over, and you can
but
pull
if they
over.
got there before if they happen to die before the rails, actually, they would just put
No,
them
that's
right
what I
on
said.
top.
There is a mass grave
Yeah.
there. I can't remember out. It is in Pennsylvania. We were thinking about going there, but it was way out the way when
I
we
can
were.
make it cold.
Can you now? We'll make it cold tonight because we need it. But anyway, on that history was they were Irish slaves. They would go to work, get sick or die. They had a mass grave. There was a road built over it, but you can pull over. There's a parking areas with a historical marker that explains the story. And a lot of families were like, where did my family member go? You know, he was supposed to work out on the train.
They would do the same thing if they were working in the
Yeah.
mines. If they died, they just left them there.
And there is a place that is a mass grave that is haunted as well. But if you pull up, if you look for Irish slaves working on a train, mass grave, it should pop up the location.
Yeah.
And you might be near it. Who knows if you're in Pennsylvania. All right, was there one along the... Oh, yeah, there was one along the fence right there.
Captain Dennis.
So it's a lot of history out there, guys, that you can learn.
I'm taking my time.
You take your time.
Taking my time too.
You take your time because we're taking our time as well. Because tonight we will be in downtown Savannah. This grave links to Savannah's one of history's greatest naval dramas, the epic fight in 1779 between Bonhomme Richard and Serapis, in which Paul Jones immortalized himself. Captain Cunnington died here November 29th that year at the residence of Abbey Carls. The widow has a plantation near Savannah. In 1828, Ambassador Claude Claude. Oh, well, thank you. Claude Cardel of France knelt to homage here at the grave and the gallant Frenchman who helped establish the prestige of the infant American Navy. Oh, and look, there's a plaque right here. This is probably where he knelt. And we were out here. We were parked out here last night when we first started.
In honor of his.
Yep. The Battle of Bon Homie Richard and the Serapis. It's crazy how many people have walked this site here. It is crazy to think that one time the Union soldiers were camped out here in a cemetery. Because remember, these fences weren't here.
Not back in them days.
No. I mean, they had real freedom back then. They just didn't know that they had it.
Your fear is predictable.
Your fear is predictable, huh?
Well, yeah, I guess if you're in the middle of a war, I guess your fear is a little predictable.
That's true.
Because I'll tell you right now, if someone goes in there and tells me they're not afraid, then I don't want to be around them because they're mental.
But again, here in downtown Savannah, at the Colonial Park Cemetery, where there is so much history to be learned, it makes you really cherish
What you have today.
Yeah, it does.
If it wasn't for all of that, we wouldn't be where we are today.
Nah,
The world would be a total different place.
you're right.
And we think it's jacked up now, but honestly, could you imagine living in a world to where slaves were still in the South, no slaves in the North?
Or a world where Spain owned Florida and
Yep.
Texas, and United Kingdom owned the rest of
The
America.
Wallies.
Yeah,
Or the Indians winning the war.
yeah. None of us would be here then.
Yep.
Or we would be their slaves.
Yeah. Yes, that's right.
So try to wrap
Who
your
knows?
little brain around that scenario.
Yep. Who knows what could, and who knows medical. People living longer today. Technology's better. These
Yeah.
people had to bleed people's blood. They didn't know no better.
Yes, they thought
Bleeding
them,
blood.
Yeah, bleeding them was gonna cure. It was a cure-all.
And the insane asylum, they were punching pins up their nose to smash the center of their skull, thinking they would cure them.
Or through their eye.
Yeah, they think it would cure them.
Electrical shock.
It's just like I said.
You know.
And we take for granted because we're always thinking about roller coasters, Disneyland. Half of these people here are probably virgins. Half of these people here probably didn't live a life like we've had today.
Well, you figure back in those days, if you lived to be 40, that was old.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like half of these people here knew nothing but fight for their country, work or farm,
That's it.
and survive.
And most of those generations, that's all they did was fight, fight, fight.
And the crazy thing is, I believe that they had more freedom, and they carried guns. Everyone carried a gun.
I'll throw something.
You go ahead, throw something.
Make sure you hit
I
cameraman
dare you
with
to
it.
throw something. That's what I'd do.
Make sure you hit cameraman with it.
I
okay?
dare you. Let me walk underneath the tree and you throw something. But like I said, a lot of these people, I mean, I felt like they lived the life and stuff. They lived it.
They still work their asses off.
Yeah.
Just
There
to
was
make
no
it
government, no welfare, no
Everybody-
food stamps.
Nope.
There was none of that.
You either made your own way or you died.
And I feel like they were more insane than people insane.
You mean they
Because-
were more sane than insane?
Yeah, they were more sane than insane because there was no technology,
Oh yeah.
cell phones, computers. You
What
didn't
is the red hanging on the tree right?
ribbons for Christmas.
Yes.
I'm an angel.
Okay. But you want to throw something at me, huh?
That's a different one.
Yeah, this is just set up for Christmas here. That's all that is.
Military.
Yes. A lot of military people in here.
That's why I say people today need to appreciate the military that you have, because without that, you
And we-
wouldn't have the freedoms that you do have.
And that's the other thing. We didn't care what was going on in another country.
No.
Now you have to worry about what goes on in another
Because it's going
country.
to affect us one day.
Yeah. And there really was no government that had access to pit us against each other like there is today. The government is pitting us.
Katrina, oh, it's a Christmas party.
The government is pitting us against each other.
Well, Katrina, did you think it was the devil himself poking his head out?
Who knows? Alrighty, BB.
I'm shutting this down.
Dad said yes.
I think we've explored.
Enough for one.
We've answered a lot of answers,
We got
a lot of
answers.
questions, a lot of words that were letting us think something. And
Oh, Katrina, how far is the cemetery you're going to tonight?
no, it's not a cemetery.
It's a square, babe.
It's a square, and that's the church we were at. It's the square. But I mean, there used to be a cemetery there, but they built houses on it. I'm going back to Alice Riley. If you remember in the last video where I was crying for no reason, BB got into an argument with the spirit that wanted to argue with her and try to enter the car. We are going back for the rematch because on that night, Alice Riley wasn't there. There was other people there, other spirits. That's the night we met the paranormal investigator, Micah.
Yeah.
We believe that whatever spirit was surrounding him attached to us, because that was where the number 13 was flashing. Last night, that number 13 was off when we drove by there. It's a lot of weird things that were going on. And we're going to go back there to see if we can find Alice Riley or see, like I said, the rematch against myself and that spirit that took over my body. We were out here getting breakfast earlier, and we decided we wanted to we're going to go to the other park. But again, the other park is so crowded
Yeah.
with people, with tourists, with what's those people, ghost story people, or
Yeah.
it's and they're all going to go to the famous graves. So we figure, let's come here. Let's remember the words that were told to us last night and see if we can find a whiting, which we did. To see if we can find the Earls, which we did. We found a lot of the sword, which we found out. They were dueling there with swords and with bullets. So, and there was an epidemic of something.
Yes, and she did say 13, and we
Yeah.
found the 13-year-old child.
Yes, and we found it. And again, as we were walking towards everything, it was spewing out
And
stuff.
Katrina, you could be right. It could be foreshadowing.
Yes,
That's something we have to wait and see until tonight.
and that is true because the number 13 was flashing on that night.
And it also said Satan.
It said Satan and Lucifer.
Yeah.
So
And they one and the same.
So we are going to find out if that is foreshadowing things, or because I can't see Satan and Lucifer in that cemetery, but I can see Satan and Lucifer walking these streets at night.
I'm sure.
And
All right, guys. So until the next live later on tonight between 6 and 7, Everybody take care. Take care of one another. Take care of yourself. And Merry Christmas Eve. See ya.
And Katrina, don't forget to carry Julie's baby.